chapter brings surprise. Under the stars or sunny skies, the moon might glow, the sun might gleam, but every book holds a dream. Side by side we'll always grow. Learning strides, the place we go. Learning strides, we'll explore every tale forevermore. Laugh and learn, hearts open wide, with stories on this joyful tide. Books in our hands, magic to find.
Lara rushed into the school compound, excited to tell her best friend, Ada, about her weekend. Ada, guess what happened on Saturday? She said, pulling her friend's hand. But Ada's smile was small, and she looked down at her shoes. Lara continued talking about her new bicycle, her voice full of excitement. It's bright red and super fast. My dad even let me ride it in the park. Ada nodded but didn't say anything. Lara finally noticed Ada's quietness. Hey, is something wrong? She asked. Ada gave a small shrug. It's nothing, she muttered, but her eyes said otherwise. Inside the classroom, their teacher, Miss Bissy, wrote on the board, "Listening is a key to understanding." She turned to the class. Who can tell me why listening is important?
Creatures big and small. Every chapter
At lunchtime, Lara chatted about her favorite cartoon, but Ada barely touched her food. I thought we would work on our art project today, Ada finally said. Lara blinked. Oh, I forgot. Ada sighed. You always talk about what you like, but you never listen to me. Lara's eyes widened. I do listen, she said quickly, but deep down, she wondered if Ada was right. Lara walked back to class, her mind swirling. Had she really not been listening to Ada? She thought back to all the times Ada had been quiet while she talked. Maybe Ada had things to say too. Lara sat beside Ada and picked at her notebook. Ada had drawn a beautiful picture of a tree house. Wow! Did you draw this? Lara asked. Ada nodded. I wanted to show you before, but you were busy talking. Lara took a deep breath. Tell me about your drawing. Ada's face brightened. It's my dream tree house. I want a swing and a ladder, and a little reading corner inside. That evening, Lara decided to practice listening at home. During dinner, she focused on what her mother and father were saying instead of interrupting. The next day at school, Lara asked, Ada, what do you want to do today? Ada's face lit up. Can we work on our art project? Lara and Ada spent the afternoon painting their tree house project. You are really good at art, Lara said, smiling. Ada beamed. Thanks for listening, Lara. As they painted, Ada shared a story about visiting her grandmother's village. Lara listened carefully, asking questions instead of changing the topic. For the first time, Lara realized how much she enjoyed hearing about Ada's world. Wow, I didn't know your grandmother had a farm. That's so cool. Ada smiled. Yeah, and we have chickens too. Lara laughed. Tell me more. Ada continued, and Lara listened with interest. Lara realized that listening made her feel closer to Ada. She had spent so much time talking before, but now she wanted to hear more from her friend. Later, Ada asked, So how is your new bicycle? Lara grinned. Oh, let me tell you all about it. But this time, Ada listened closely. Their friendship felt different now and stronger. Lara and Ada had both learned something. Talking was fun, but listening was even better. Lara and Ada sit under the big tree in the schoolyard. Lara is quieter than usual, thinking about what Ada said. I never knew listening could make such a big difference, Lara says. Ada smiles. It really does. Sometimes we don't need someone to fix things, just to hear us. Lara nods, understanding more than ever. Tell me more about your drawings, she says, eager to listen. Ada's face lights up as she begins describing her ideas, and Lara enjoys the conversation in a new way by truly listening. The next day in class, Lara practices listening. She doesn't interrupt when her classmates speak. During lunch, she lets Ada finish her stories before responding. She notices how happy Ada looks when someone truly listens. At recess, Lara watches Ada drawing on a notepad. Can I see? She asks. Ada turns the sketchbook toward Lara, revealing beautiful, colorful designs. These are amazing, Lara says. Ada grins, proud that someone appreciates her work. After school, Lara has an idea. She decides to surprise Ada by drawing something too. She carefully sketches a picture of Ada holding a sketchbook, surrounded by beautiful patterns. It's not perfect, but she tries her best. The next morning, Lara hands the drawing to Ada. This is for you, she says shyly. Ada's eyes widen with joy. You drew this for me? She exclaims. Lara nods. I wanted to show that I really care about your art. This means so much to me. Later that day, Ada rushes to Lara. I made something for you too, she says excitedly. She hands Lara a small drawing of them, both standing under the big tree smiling. I wanted to thank you for listening, Ada says. Lara looks at the drawing, feeling warm inside. This is amazing. I love it, she exclaims. The two girls laugh, realizing they've created something special. A friendship built on understanding and listening. During class, their teacher asks, what makes a good friend? Lara raises her hand. A good friend listens, she says with confidence. Ada nods, adding, and when we listen, we make others feel special. The teacher smiles. That's a wonderful lesson, she says. The other students nod in agreement, and Lara feels proud. She has discovered that listening isn't just about being quiet, it's about caring. After school, Lara and Ada walk home together, chatting and laughing. I used to think being a good friend meant always talking, Lara says, but now I know it means listening too. Ada grins. You've always been a great friend, Lara, but now you are an even better one. Lara smiles, realizing that today she didn't just learn a lesson, she discovered a new way to be a better friend. That night, Lara sits in her room, looking at the drawing Ada gave her. She smiles, feeling grateful for their friendship. Listening is a gift, she whispers to herself, and I am glad I learned it. As she turns off the lights, she makes a promise to always listen with her heart, knowing it will make our friendships even stronger. Lara wrote in her diary, today, I learned that being a good friend isn't just about talking, it's about listening too. She smiled and closed her book. She makes a promise to always listen with her heart, knowing it will make our friendships even stronger.
Every tale forevermore. Laugh and learn, hearts open wide. Stories on this joyful tide. Dragons and wizards, castles so tall. tiny creatures big and small. Every chapter brings surprise. Under the stars or sunny skies, the moon might glow, the sun might gleam, but every book holds a dream. Side by side we'll always grow. Learning strides, the place we go. Learning strides, we'll explore every tale forevermore. Laugh and learn, hearts open wide, with stories on this joyful tide. Dragons and wizards, castles so tall, tiny creatures big and small. Every chapter brings surprise. Under the stars or sunny skies, the moon might glow, the sun might gleam, but every book holds a dream. Side by side we'll always grow. Learning strides, the place we go. Learning strides, we'll explore every tale forevermore. Laugh and learn, hearts open wide, with stories on this joyful tide. Stories on this joyful tide. Books in our hands, magic to find, stories to tell, dreams intertwine. Turn the page, worlds come alive. With learning strides we thrive. Colors and shapes, letters galore. Every story opens a door. Adventures waiting, hop inside. Together we'll take a ride. Learning strides, we'll explore every tale forevermore. Laugh and learn, hearts open wide, stories on this joyful tide.